This is Bodyguard Hater, a featured contract zero mastery walkthrough. This is a fairly challenging featured contract. We have to kill 4 bodyguards, or at least they're people who guard other people or follow them around. So Kurt, Novikov's bodyguard, Sophis, Dahlia's bodyguard, Michael, who is the Sheik's bodyguard, although he doesn't follow the Sheik around, he will stay in the Sheik's room, and Joseph Ducharme, who is Max Decker's bodyguard. So we're going to start in our usual location here, with our usual loadout and the syringe smuggled into the basement stairwell. We'll probably need to use that, so it's helpful to have. Once we get started, what we're going to do is grab our syringe out of the basement stairwell, but we're not going to go down to the basement, not right now. Instead, we're going to go after Max Decker's bodyguard first, because there's a way to get Kurt really easily and early, but it's somewhat unpredictable, so I want to go for a more predictable strategy for that. So we will grab our syringe, though. We don't need it right now, but we're going to grab it anyway, because we may not be passing that way again.
What's going on up there?
Now what we're going to want to do is come over here, and there's an electrical plug here. Come around here, change your view so that you can shoot it. Make sure it's sparking. Now we're going to come over here, bump Decker's bodyguard,
To pile up on the freeway.
Move on, please.
What?
and we're going to throw a coin kind of like past this puddle. Ideally it wants to land on like the opposite side so that he goes for it. If it's a little too close, he may end up doing some telekinesis and picking it up, but if it works, he should walk into the puddle and electrocute himself. Yeah, like that.
Look, Dan.
So we're good. We're going to go back to the basement now. And our next goal will be Kurt. But before we go anywhere, we're going to turn off the evidence computer here. We're going to shut it down. So just open that door and shoot it. And then we're going to head out. That way we will have to deal with some cameras later, so we won't need to bother with those now. They will not be effective. Grab this rat poison. This is just a backup, an emergency backup, and grab the master key for the palace. You can also grab a crowbar, but the master key I think is a little bit more helpful. Now, you're going to need to sneak through here quickly, because that far chef may see you, but if you go quickly while crouched, he shouldn't actually spot you. The next thing we're going to do is run in here and hide behind this diorama. Now, Kurt and Novikov are still talking to Sato, so we need to wait on Novikov to head towards the middle of the room. So we are going to wait a little bit here, because we just need to lure Kurt and Novikov over. Now, if for whatever reason you're running way behind and Kurt and Novikov are already leaving, what you can do is put rat poison in the sushi for Kurt. So that's why I grabbed the rat poison. It's just for an emergency in case you don't manage to get it. But for the moment, they haven't left, so we have to wait for them to start walking. Okay, there they go. So Novikov will head towards the center of the room. Once he gets roughly there, just go ahead and insert the coin in the diorama. And if you want, you can also grab an extra coin, but it's a little risky, so just be aware of that. Now get your needle out and just wait again. Novikov should come over and Kurt will follow him.
Outstanding. I remember when Sergei bought this at a state auction in St. Petersburg. Tchaikovsky, wasn't it?
Okay, now Novikov will walk off through that door because he's been distracted by the diorama, and Kurt will follow him. He'll lag a little bit, though, and that's the key here. We're going to run up behind him, and once we're sure nobody's looking, we're going to needle him, and then you can just leave. Don't worry, his body is sure to be found, but he's poisoned, so it's not a big deal. What we're going to do is we're going to run upstairs here.
Hey, you there?
And then wait for this guy to be turned away. We can't go around the other way because there's now a dude watching it, an auction staff guy who comes down from downstairs, but we can go through that way. And you just want to end up in this non-trespassing area. And we're going to come around, And we're going to go right back in. Wait for this guy to turn, make sure that nobody's looking, and just kind of run this way. So the cameras are out, so we don't have to worry about those. There's the Sheik, he's walking away. So what we're going to do is we're going to sneak into the Sheik's room with the master key. You can also use a crowbar, nobody should hear it, but the master key is silent, so that's another good way to do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the Sheik's bodyguard. And then I'm going to drag him in here. The Sheik should never come back here. He goes up to the auction, and as far as I know, he stays there. But if you want to be 100% sure, you can drag him in here and stash him here. But you really shouldn't need to do that. There's really no reason to. Additionally, you can also throw a coin or something, distract him under the chandelier, and shoot it down. That will also take care of him. So, our last target, I believe, is Sophis, who's upstairs with Dahlia. So we're going to need to get past that. So we're going to follow the Sheik upstairs. But we're going to go a slightly different way, because we have a gun and we need it still, and I don't want to smuggle it past the frisk. So we're just going to jump out the window. And these frisk guards, for some reason, they don't care at all. They're just like, but they don't care. They won't stop us, so... I think it's because the outside area isn't trespassing for some reason. But whatever the case, we're going to climb up this pipe, and that'll get us to the 3rd floor without needing to be frisked. Now, I believe Sophis and Dahlia are just leaving her room. So I want to show a way that it's possible to kill Sophis.
All this is off. There are too many high profiles up here.
Okay, they're going to go over there, and Dahlia's going to talk to Haley.
Opening bid.
But once they're done, they'll come back through here, and they'll head out that way. That's when we're going to get Sophis. Now, if you want to do it safe, like super safe, you can go outside, go into the attic, go into Dahlia's bathroom, and so forth.
Yes, madam.
What we're doing is, while Sophis is moving, he can be bumped. Normally he can't be.
Last bid. Sorry. And sold.
Say,
We're going to drop a coin and we're going to throw it into
Financial sector.
the center of the room here. And we're going to run out onto this balcony, and as soon as Sophis stops under the chandelier, shoot it down. That will kill him. Now here's the thing. We can't go back in there safely because there's these guards, and they are definitely going to notice us if we do anything too close to the body. So we're going to vault over here, and we're going to go down this pipe. But once you get to the bottom, you're going to need to crouch because, you know, there's all these guards around and they may see you. You're going to want to get back in here to the non-trespassing area, and then we're going to run towards the basement. So run through here, close the doors behind you as you go, and just break line of sight as quickly as you can.
What's going on?
Oh, okay, that guy I think was dragging Kurt's body, so if there's a guy there, just hide. That's unusual, but it's just based on when they found Kurt's body, so...
Huh.
He should be leaving. Already dropped the body off. I believe he takes the body... Where did he take it? I guess he took it to the security room or something. And left all the doors open along the way. So this chef will eventually turn around, and just for absolute safety's sake, I am going to go ahead and wait on him. Don't need to, but it does help. Okay. Once he turns, we'll just go out this way. Remember to shoot the evidence if you haven't already. So you probably got recorded if you didn't by those cameras up near the Sheik. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just make it for the exit and leave. And that should take care of it. But do make sure that you get those cameras either starting out or on your way out, because if you don't, you will get spotted and recorded. Otherwise, we had 3 accidents and 1 guy who should never be found regardless, so that'll take care of it for you.